What it is, yo, what's up? It's the Bad Wolf, otherwise known as the Werewolf, otherwise known as James C. Lovett, but you can catch me on YouTube under James C. Lovett or the Bad Wolf. One is the same as the other one. The other one is me. All right. so, so this particular video is going to be about people in relationships and some of that. We're just going to kind of throw a little mix in there. So, one of the things I've heard people talk about is, oh, my boyfriend told me I can't wear this, or my girlfriend says I can't be hanging out with you, or whatever else. All right, guys, let's break this down. Okay, now, in any good relationship, you're going to go back and forth on the goods, the bads, the uglies, and whatever else. If something comes down that it's a safety issue, whether if your girl says, I don't want you going there because it's not safe, or I don't trust those people, listen to her. That's it. There's no discussion about, well, I'm a man, I can do what I want to do, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you can. But what's more important? Going to that place, hanging out with your boys at some shady place, or, there's girls there that are going to try to tempt you. If she says don't go, don't go. Stay home, spend some time with her. All right? Ladies, you guys always try to date up, right? Okay. You want a guy who's usually taller than you, stronger than you, right? And maybe not necessarily a completely smarter than you in all the areas, but somebody who's willing to listen to you. So if I'm sitting here telling men that you should listen to your women, then women, if you want a person who's a leader type, right? You don't want like a beta male, you don't want the weak dude, you want a leader type. Well, if you're going for a leader, then you need to abide by the leader. Now, understand this. I'm not saying that every single time, every single thing he says, you have to 100% be perfect and do what he says. But if you don't expect him, if you expect him to do what you say most of the time, then you need to listen to him most of the time. See, I do disagree with some people out here who are like, oh, you need to listen to the man all the time. No, not necessarily. Because if you're in a committed, healthy relationship with the other person, it should be balanced. You should both have say-so in each other's lives. And if he's saying, don't wear that outfit, I think you should listen to him a little bit. Why? Because he knows how guys are. He doesn't want you getting drunk. And I've been out with girls where I've seen guys, and ladies, tell me if I'm wrong, you've never had any guy like grab your butt or walk up behind you and kind of touch on you or rub his junk when he's walking past you. Okay? Have you always been 100% observant with your drinks? You've never once left your drink there, or you turned your back, you weren't watching your drink 100% of the time? Stop lying, because you have. All right? So all he's trying to say is that he doesn't want you in an environment where something bad can happen. Now, some guys are possessive, and well, if he's a possessive guy, you knew he was possessive before you got with him. So you should probably have not got with some guy like that. But in general, if he's a good guy and he's this leader that you picked out, then why would you not want to listen to him? If he tells you this is how to get your car fixed for free, you want to listen to him. But when he's saying, hey, don't go to that place, I don't trust those guys, or the clientele, or you getting too drunk, you should listen to him. And the same thing, guys. If a girl's like, yeah, I don't like that outfit, she's telling you don't look your best. Okay? Or she doesn't want your junk hanging out in them gray sweatpants. All right? So, but the whole thing here is that you guys, you have to learn to submit to your person. I know it sounds weird, and even for me, someone who's been, I've been with more than my fair share of women in relationship type situations, we'll just say, but very few actual long-term committed relationships. But when I was in them, one was for 10 years, one was for 3, a couple of them for 2, and some others like that. I really didn't learn until recently, until I got with the person I'm with now, about what it means to submit to somebody. And I never did with anybody else. And I was like, no, I'm a man. I do what I want to do. I'm not listening. I'm going where I want to go. I'm going to do what I want to do, blah, blah. And then when I finally, and this is the problem, if you as a woman don't want to listen to your man and you as a man don't want to listen to your woman, you know why? Because you're not with the right person. You haven't found the right person. When you find the right person, you'll find yourself not even wanting to do those things that would put yourself in any jeopardy. And if the other person doesn't care about that, then you haven't found the right person and you're not the right person for them. Because and let me say this, even the most recent person, the person I'm with now, and we had broke up for a couple of months and we got to figure ourselves out, and then we ended up happenstance to come back into each other's lives, and she's completely changed and I'm completely changed, and some of it has to do with our own personal growth, getting a little older, a little wiser, and realizing through that time apart that it hurt so bad to not be with that person, that all the stuff we argued about was really stupid and could have just been dealt with by submitting to the other person. And what I mean by submitting to the other person, I don't mean that you are their slave, you have to do everything they tell you or whatever. But see, if they're the right person, they're not going to tell you how to lead your life. I don't tell her what to do. I tell her things I don't like, and I tell her things that I do love about her. But I'm like this. If she wants to go and do something and she's honest and tells me this is what she's going to do, I'm just going to say, be careful. I'm going to say, I don't really want you to go, but if that's what you got to do, you got to do. And if she's like, going to dress, overly sexy, exposing herself, I get it that she can take care of herself, but there are some scenarios she can't take care of. And there are some scenarios I can't take care of. And I don't think we should be putting ourselves in that position. And if the other person truly loves you and they value you and how you, if they don't think about how you would feel about them being in that scenario, then they don't really care. They're not your person. And when I've had other women in the past do those things, it was a fight. But now I understand that what they were really telling me is that I don't value you enough that I should want to dress nicer, or I can't hang out late by guys' houses, dress skimpily and getting drunk and dancing on random people and letting random people touch me all over and getting drunk and possibly getting, some kind of date drug or whatever dropped in my drink, or kidnapped on the way home, or whatever it is. It's not about you not being able to handle yourself. It's about what happens if something bad happens. And you know what? All the people out there that had something bad happen to them, between them and their partner, oh, honey, I got drunk and he took advantage of me, or blah, blah, blah. They all said the same thing. Won't happen to me. I'm smarter than that. It ain't going to happen. Well, there are some people out there in situations that are sharks, and they are better than you. Okay? That's all I'm saying. So submitting means allowing yourself to love somebody and to be loved, but loving them to the point where you want to make sure that you're not doing or putting yourself in any jeopardy so that that person would have to live life without you. Caring so much about them that you care about about your own safety and then about theirs. So if you haven't found that person, that's why you feel the way you do. But see, a lot of people, they'll stay in those type of scenarios with those people anyway because they don't want to be lonely. I'll tell you this, it's better to be lonely to be with somebody that if you're with them and how they care for you doesn't make you want to be a better person every day or change your character, then you're not with your person. You haven't found your person yet. So be the best you can, do the best you can in your scenario, but just know that maybe it's either better to be alone or to keep looking for your person. But don't play with anybody's time, heart, and scenario. If you know that person's not your person, but if you have been fortunate enough to find your person, do whatever it takes to keep them. Put your ego aside, communicate, and you should want to be better for them so that you guys can be better together. All right, take care of yourselves. Peace. Badwolf appreciates you.